Part 8. Vacation. Gabriel had heard their conversation and was shocked. Maybe he should listen to the doctors and let them turn off the machine that kept Emily alive. He always had thought that his son missed his mother, but hearing now that he was rather lacking the caring and loving kind of woman Natalie seemed to be, as Gabriel did himself, he started to think about the way his wife had treated their son and became aware that she had only tried to make him her puppy, that she could show around whenever she felt like it. Despite pretending to be the loving and caring mother in public, she never spent time with her son. To him it sometimes even felt that she had only had the child so she could live off his money. He entered the room and cleared his throat while his assistant was still hugging Adrian. The boy jumped back and looked at him with a scared expression. I'm sorry, Father. I didn't mean to insult you or Mother. It's just... He stuttered, tears brimming his eyes. But Gabriel only raised his hand and said calmly, "Would you leave Nathalie and me alone for a moment, Adrian?" The teenager nodded and reluctantly left the room, hoping his father wouldn't get mad and fire the young woman. Nathalie kept her eyes on the floor. "I am sorry, sir. I didn't mean to do something you wouldn't like. He seemed so sad when he told me about his mother. I just wanted to cheer him up a little. I couldn't reject his request. She rambled, making him smirk. He stepped directly in front of her, lifting her face up with 2 fingers, and whispered, "You made my son much happier than his mother ever could today. Would you mind if I tagged along for your mother-son experience, turning it into a family vacation for a couple of days? I haven't had a free day in forever, and Adrian should have a little time for himself as well. Do you think you can work something out on short notice?" She nodded vigorously and exclaimed, "Of course I can, sir. Where would you like to go?" He shrugged. "Surprise me. A place where we can have some privacy would be nice." "I'll do my best, sir," she then said and hurried towards the door. "Oh, and Nathalie?" "Sir? What was it that you would gladly let me do?" he inquired with a wink. The assistant blushed deeply. I didn't even notice that I was talking. I sometimes accidentally speak out my thoughts. Please, I wasn't being serious. I was just joking around. I didn't mean to. I didn't want to tell Adrian that I could imagine you fucking me at that moment. Oh, damn it, I have to go to my room, I think. I forgot something this morning." Now the young woman ran through the door and into her bedroom, slamming it shut and rushing into a bathroom. There she opened the little cabinet over the sink and took out a package with small pills, instantly swallowing one with a mouthful of water from the tap. Then she sighed and stared in the mirror on the front of the medicine cabinet. "You were lucky today, Sonker. What if someone had noticed?" she mumbled to her on the shining silver surface. She waited another 10 minutes, then returned to the dining room, finding it empty, and continued her way to the office. Gabriel was already waiting for her. "Is everything all right?" he asked without looking at her directly. Nathalie nodded. "Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I just forgot to take my medicine. I have a tiny issue with a chemical balance in my body and need that pill, or I start feeling weird and then I say stupid things," she explained sheepishly. "Oh," Gabriel said, "I know that problem. It's the acid in my stomach that makes me feel similar. Don't worry about that anymore. And let's just say I feel flattered that you even think about that," he added, smirking. Now the assistant blushed even more than she already had. "I'll take care of that vacation now, if you still want to go. Will you tell Adrian? I have a hunch that he would be very glad if you told him yourself." Gabriel agreed and went to his son's bedroom while Nathalie did a quick Google search to find the kind of vacation spot she was looking for. It was a small cabin on an island only about a mile from the coast, where they would be all alone and able to swim, tan, and have barbecues without any reporters taking advantage of that. Half an hour later, she had arranged everything. As most miners were in school at the moment, she had been lucky and the cabin wasn't booked right now, so they could pack their things and be there in less than 4 hours. So Nathalie went to the teenager's room as well to tell father and son the news. Adrian hugged her forcefully, almost making her fall, before he turned around and hugged his father too. "Thank you both so much. I love you, and we will have so much fun. Maybe my dream will come true after all." "Dream?" Gabriel asked curiously, but Nathalie just sent the boy a desperate look. "Oh, just a dream, father. Maybe I'll tell you when we're there," he uttered quickly. "And maybe I can push you both into making it come true," he thought. "Uh-huh," was the designer's answer as he told him to start packing his things and nudged Nathalie out of the room by placing a hand on the small of her back. As they were alone in the hallway, he interrogated, Well, Miss Sonker, what dream was he talking about? She sighed, and for the first time since he had let them know that he had overheard their conversation, she looked into his eyes. He had a dream in which I was his real mom and was kind and nice to him, something, he said, his mother never was. Gabriel's smile turned into a frown. I didn't even notice that he was feeling like that. Maybe he's right. Maybe you are just what he needs.